You'd think being born as Australia's largest predator would be a blessing. You'd be wrong. Meet the saltwater crocodile, a creature so perfectly designed for killing that it hasn't evolved in 200 million years. These living dinosaurs can grow up to 7 meters long, weigh over a ton, and have a bite force of 3,000 to 700 pounds per square inch, enough to crush a car. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Being an apex predator doesn't make your life easy. It makes it a living nightmare from the moment you're born. Every single day is a battle for survival in the most brutal way possible. This is why it absolutely sucks to be born as a saltwater crocodile. Your story begins in the worst possible way, completely alone. Your mother spends weeks building the perfect nest, laying up to 60 eggs, and then she leaves. That's right, you're abandoned before you're even born. While other animals protect their young, your mom just walks away for 3 months. No protection from monitor lizards who love crocodile eggs for breakfast. No defense against wild pigs who will dig up your entire nest and eat every single egg. No shield from the floods that drown 90% of your siblings before they even hatch. You're basically playing Russian roulette in an eggshell, and the odds are stacked against you from day one. But let's say you're one of the lucky few who actually hatches. Congratulations! You're now 25 centimeters of pure vulnerability in a world designed to eat you. First threat? Your own family. Adult saltwater crocodiles are cannibals, and that includes your own father and uncles. To them, you're not family. You're a convenient snack. They'll swallow you whole without a second thought. Studies show that adult males will eat up to 70% of juveniles they encounter. Even your mother, if she bothers to come back, might accidentally eat you. Her maternal instincts are so poorly developed that she literally can't tell the difference between her babies and food. Imagine being killed by your own mom because she forgot what you looked like. Those first few months are pure terror. You're too small to fight, too slow to run, and too young to understand that literally everything wants you dead. Birds of prey circle overhead waiting for you to surface for air. Barramundi and other fish attack you from below, seeing you as an easy meal. Monitor lizards, snakes, even other juvenile crocodiles will try to eat you if they get the chance. You can't trust anyone, not even your own species. The statistics are absolutely brutal. Only 1% of saltwater crocodiles survive their first year. That means 99 out of 100 of your brothers and sisters will be dead before their first birthday. You're more likely to win the lottery than survive being a baby crocodile. Welcome to the animal kingdom's most deadly childhood lottery. Congratulations, you've survived infancy. Your reward? A lifetime of violence and starvation. As a juvenile crocodile, you're stuck in biological no man's land. You're too big for the small prey that kept you alive as a baby, but too small to hunt the big animals that would actually fill your stomach. You're basically a teenager with the appetite of a bodybuilder, but the hunting skills of a toddler. Every river system is controlled by massive adult males who will kill you just for existing in their territory. These alpha males can be over 1,000 kilograms, and they show zero mercy to youngsters. You're forced to live in the worst habitats, tiny creeks, polluted waterways, mangrove swamps where food is scarce and competition is deadly. Every day is a battle, not just for food, but for the right to exist. Other juveniles like you are competitors, not friends. You'll fight over scraps of rotten fish, bits of carrion that have been floating in the water for days. Anything to avoid starvation, and here's the kicker. You're designed to be a killing machine, but you're terrible at it. Your famous death, role that makes humans terrified. It's exhausting and often fails. You'll grab onto prey and spin until you're dizzy and exhausted, only to have your meal escape while you recover. Most juvenile crocodiles spend 90% of their energy just staying alive, leaving almost nothing for growth. While other animals your age are developing, you're stuck in survival mode 24/7. Your metabolism is both a blessing and a curse. Sure, you can survive months without eating, but that's because you have to. Food is so scarce that your body has adapted to basically shutting down between meals. When you do catch something, your digestive system is so inefficient that you need to bask in the sun for hours just to digest a single fish. Your stomach acid is powerful enough to dissolve bones, but it takes forever to work. While you're lying there vulnerable, unable to move, every predator in the area knows you're an easy target. And if the temperature drops below 25 degrees Celsius, forget it. You become a cold-blooded statue, completely helpless until the sun comes back. Imagine being paralyzed by weather every single day of your life. In winter, you can be immobilized for weeks, slowly starving while being completely unable to hunt. Scientists have found juvenile crocodiles that starve to death while paralyzed by cold snaps. Your own biology becomes your executioner. After decades of struggle, you've finally made it. You're now a massive apex predator, ruler of your territory. Surely life gets better now, right? Wrong. Your success comes with a price: absolute loneliness. You're so territorial that you can't tolerate any other crocodile in your area. Your own species becomes your enemy. You'll spend your life fighting off challengers, defending boundaries that can stretch for 25 kilometers, living in complete isolation. Mating? It happens once a year if you're lucky, and it's violent and brief. Romance doesn't exist in your world, just brutal competition and temporary alliances. After mating, you immediately go back to wanting to kill each other. Being an apex predator sounds cool until you realize the psychological pressure it puts on you. Every fight could be your last. One injury, one infected wound, one moment of weakness, and younger, stronger crocodiles will move in to take your territory. You can't show weakness. You can't rest. You can't trust anyone. You're basically a dictator in constant fear of a coup, and the chronic stress is killing you slowly. Researchers have found elevated stress hormones in dominant male crocodiles that would be considered dangerous in humans. Your blood pressure is constantly elevated. Your immune system is compromised from chronic stress. You're living on edge every single day, knowing that today might be the day a younger challenger ends your reign. Your own success becomes your prison. You're too big to hide, too dangerous to ignore, too territorial to have friends. Humans hunt you for your skin and mount your head as trophies. Scientists track you with satellites, studying your every move. You're famous for being a killer, but you're actually just a prisoner of your own evolutionary perfection. You've become so specialized for survival that you've forgotten how to live. Every instinct is about killing, fighting, or defending. There's no joy, no play, no companionship, just endless, brutal existence. Even apex predators get old, and for crocodiles, aging is a cruel joke. Your teeth start falling out. The very weapons that kept you alive for decades. A crocodile's teeth are designed to be replaced throughout their life. But in old age, this system breaks down. Without teeth, you can't hunt effectively. Without hunting, you starve. Your once powerful jaw becomes useless. Prey that you could easily catch before now swim away while you helplessly watch. Your territorial behavior that once protected you now becomes a death sentence. You're too stubborn to leave your territory even when you can no longer defend it. Younger crocodiles move in and you're too weak to fight them off. They don't kill you quickly. They just take over piece by piece while you slowly waste away. Most saltwater crocodiles don't die from predators or disease. They die from starvation, alone and forgotten in the same waters where they once ruled, as kings. Your final months are spent as a ghost in your own kingdom, slowly shrinking as your body consumes itself. Your massive frame, once a symbol of power, becomes a burden that requires more energy than you can produce. Scientists have tracked old crocodiles losing up to 30% of their body weight in their final year. Your death isn't a dramatic battle or a noble sacrifice. It's just fading away. Your body, perfectly designed for killing, slowly shutting down because it can no longer feed itself. The last thing you'll see is the territory you spent your entire life defending being taken over by the next generation. This is the reality of being an apex predator. All that power, all that fear you inspired, all that evolutionary perfection, and you still end up dying alone and hungry, just like 99% of your siblings who never made it past their first birthday. So there you have it, the brutal reality of being born as a saltwater crocodile. From abandoned infancy to violent youth, to lonely dominance to starving old age. Being the perfect predator doesn't make your life perfect. It just makes it perfectly miserable. But if you think crocodiles have it rough, wait until you see what it's like to be born as a Tasmanian devil. Trust me, it's somehow even worse. Check out that video and see for yourself just how badly evolution can mess up.